Hi everyone. Today we are going to discuss about the important topic in the molecular interactions, that is molecular docking, which is one of the important concept when we are going to discuss about the interactions of biomolecules. The biomolecules may be protein or an DNA. If there is any interactions, this molecular docking or the minimum inhibitory studies will reveals you the interactions of those biomolecules. First, we'll discuss with why docking. What is the major importance of docking? So it deals with biomolecular interactions and it acts as a computer-aided analysis, and it is used for the automatic prediction of molecular interactions, which is a key point in your rational drug designing. When parallel to drug designing, will act and given a very strong recommendation for the prediction and analysis of your receptor ligand or the protein ligand interaction studies, that is for designing a new lead or for designing a ligand. For everything, docking is very important. What is docking? Today we are going to discuss about what is the docking at. The docking problem optimizes so binding between two molecules such that their orientation maximize the interactions, and it is capable of predicting the total energy of interaction such that for the best binding configuration, the binding energy should be of minimum. When any two molecules interact to each other, the energy will be exhibited. That energy has to be very much minimized. So next, the resultant structural changes brought about by the interactions, and then the binding modes of protein inhibitors. So these are the different problems which can be optimized by our docking studies. Docking studies is used to study the which so much physical configuration of the molecules will be the this docking optimizes the which is the optimal physical configuration, the first one, and second one, it is used to study the energy between two molecules. So these are the two important points which can be addressed by our docking studies. So this snapshots will tell you the detailed amount of, you will be taking a target protein, that may be a disease protein or any other protein which we want to inhibit the actions. So on the other hand, ligand databases will be taken. So the ligand data which we are having, everything will be accumulated and will be this molecular docking will perform which ligand is best is inhibiting my target protein, and my ligand will bind with the protein whether, and the results will be exhibited in the formation of interaction. So this slide tells you the ligand docked into a protein active sites. So this snapshot will tells also the structure will be interacted with a databases of small molecules. And finally, based upon the lock and key model, the ligand molecules binds to the surface of the receptor where the interactions, where the sharing of interactions will be taken place. That is the non-bonded interaction. Generally, we are familiar with the interactions of the bonded interactions and the non-bonded interactions. Bonded interactions will be the of an intermolecules, whereas non-bonded interactions will be having a bonding between the ligand and the receptor. And all the databases of the small molecules will have a library of small molecules. So those all library of molecules will interact with my receptor, and which and the optimization will takes place, and which is giving the high scores will be the resultant first, and next it leads to the development of structure determination and new inhibitor design. So this snapshot will tell you about the protein-protein interaction. So ligand receptor interaction will leads to the development of ligand receptor, and this snapshot will tell you the protein-protein interaction. So the previous slides tells about the protein and a small molecule interaction, whereas this snapshot will tell you about the protein-protein interaction. For example, Barnes is in a large macromolecule and Barstar is also in a large molecule. So the lower hand will 1 BRS Barnes plus Barstar. So this interact. So the receptor molecule here both are acted as a protein. It revolves around the protein, and where the inhibition takes place, where the non-bounded interactions can take place, that will be binded together and results as an Barnes and Barstar. So two types of docking can be takes place. So, protein molecule and protein small molecule docking. So this is a snapshot where you can see the receptor adipocyte lipid binding protein and the ligand hexadecanesulfonic acid. So where this small molecule ligand go and binds in the inner part of my protein, where we can see the inner part of the protein, the ligand is binded with the receptor in a very efficient manner, which gives the resultants in a profitable manner. This also in a snapshot which you can see a small molecule docked into a protein. Next, this also another snapshot where the ligand molecule is binded with a protein. When in coming to the difficult part, why this is difficult? So because the molecule will have an degrees of freedom. So constant generation and plausible structures. So n number of physical orientation structures will be changes, and there will be thousands of degrees of freedom. So for each and every n molecule of an atom, you will have 6 degrees of freedom. So when I'm considering the whole protein, you'll be having a more number of molecules will be there. So automatically the degrees of freedom will be in an exponential manner. So these degrees of freedom are called as translation, rotational, and freedom of one molecule. So this leads to the development of computationally intensive process. So to understanding the best position where my ligand and the molecule binding is a very tedious job, and it is a difficult processing also. When coming back to the docking problems, you can have either protein-protein docking, or you can go with protein small molecule docking. Whenever we are moving for a molecule, we can make the protein as a rigid or the small molecule as a rigid, or both are flexible, or both are rigid, or anyone as a rigid and another as a flexible. So this is the part which we can understand the concept of molecular docking. And when coming back to the classes of docking studies, you are having rough docking and a detailed docking. Rough docking will talks about the prediction of a binding energy. Detailed docking will deals with the thermodynamic kinetic properties and the large amount of conformational sampling, and both the entropy and enthalpy contribution will also be taken place when we are going for a detailed docking. So based upon our refinement, based upon our constraint, we can select either flexible docking, that means both the molecules are flexible, or either any one is flexible. Based upon our computational and the resources, we can select any one of the docking. So basically this slide tells you the what are the different docking tools that are available on our hand. The first one is called as the fast shaped matching docking. The second one is incremental construction. The third one is taboo search. And last, that is recently everyone is using all the maximum of the tools in our research community. They are using genetic algorithm and simulating annealing, which is basically used by Autodoc recent versions, Monte Carlo simulation, and distant geometry. As per the threshold of the RMSD, it should be less than 3, or minimum it should be nearer to 0. So the docking steps that are formulated are, we have to first set up the input parameters, and last we'll be getting as a docking results. So docking step setup and a docking calculation, it may be on a single molecule or on a virtual high throughput screening molecules. What is this high throughput screening meant? Automatically your small molecules will have an n number of molecules will be there. So those molecules will be interacted with your large molecule, and it will be giving us a setup docking parameters, and based upon the docking calculations will be given and results of docking, and last comes with you the results of the docking. It can be integrated. Next, The first tool and the foremost tool which was created by the Kuntz and the co-workers is called as the DOC tool, and it is called as the DOC program. DOC is designed to find molecules with a high degree of shape complementary to the binding site. What this program will decide means this program first creates a negative image of the binding site from the molecular surface of the macromolecule. This negative image will consist of a collection of overlapping spheres of varying radii, each of which touches the molecular surfaces. This molecular surfaces will capable of generating the algorithm, that is docking algorithm is capable of generating a large number of potential solution, and it is capable of creating the scoring functions also. This scoring function is capable whether the sample, the protein and the ligand which are exhibited is used for the further analysis, or we can discard those things. So algorithms, docking algorithms may be of an stochastic search, incremental construction, and the multi-conformer algorithms. Generally, as a researcher, we can use Autodoc, Gold, Glide, Doc, FluxX, Slide, and everything. Autodoc is a commercial. It is not a commercial. We can download either in Linux operating system or a Windows operating system. And the extension of Autodoc is called as the Pyrex also. Pyrex and Vina we can be used. In Autodoc, at the foremost, we can have a single ligand and a protein. When we are going for an Autodoc Vina at all, we can use for high throughput screening, that is multiple ligands and a single receptor. That means that single protein. So n number of ligands can be docked simultaneously. That is the benefit of Autodoc Vina at all. These are some of the commercial softwares that are available here are called as the Glide. If you are an academic institution, we can download this Gold based upon the request given to the academic institutions. So three different searching algorithms can be used for performing auto docking. Based upon the scenario, the starting point, how this binding site representation as a collection of overlapping spheres. First, what this algorithm generally will do means, if I'm not having an ligand means, so the ligand based, how the ligands are built up means, the caveate portion, where is the structure of the caveate portions will be determined. From those things, spheres will be inserted. Spheres that is a circle type spheres will be inserted in the space. Based upon the radii and the diameter, what are the components that are binding points, that is the binding site components will be there. Those binding components will be exhibited, will be present in the rings of the spheres. If any binding point, if it is present, it will accommodated, then it talks as a fragment and all the binding sites are combined together. Now, a new ligand compound has been benefited and it has been created. So, this now lead compound or the ligand compound will interact with the protein and the energy can be determined. So, this is the basic methodology where you can call it as an incremental construction. The incremental construction already based upon the structure, we can get the points, that is the active site points. Based upon the active site points, the templates which can be activated. From this, we can go with an incremental construction, and the ligands can be based on base fragments. All the individual fragments will be built, and by joining all the individual fragments, our ligand can be benefited and the ligand can be created. This is also shown with a docking methodology. You can see the points, that is 3 binding sites are there. From the 3 binding sites, we can create as an point. By joining those pharmacophore, we can insert the binding components, and based upon the binding components, we can able to interconnect all the binding components, and the ligand molecule can be determined. Now the ligand molecule and the receptor will be interacted. So this is the basic concept. Now entering the energy concept. The energy has to be identified. The number of scoring functions for molecular docking is that dock score is called as the how the dock score is calculated minus ligand by receptor interaction energy plus ligand internal energy. Affinity or dock score delta G is equal to delta H minus T delta S, where T delta S is due to denotes the temperature and entropy, and it is equivalent to minus ligand by receptor interaction energy. So H is the enthalpy is equivalent to ligand internal energy, and it is denoted by U, or sometimes E is the total of the kinetic energy, where you can study the motion of the molecules in terms of translational, rotational, and then vibrational process. The scoring functions are used as to dock the optimized between the ligand orientation and the conformation, and to dock ligands to estimate the affinity relative to other compounds, and to identify ability to identify which is the binding correct mode, that also can be identified. This based upon this you can identify the scoring functions for our ligands. This is the terminology where the water molecules are released and the degrees of freedom can be entertained, and the interaction between the ligand molecules and the receptors can also be done by using our scoring function. The scoring methods, generally we are having 4 different scoring methods are there. For the first one is called as the force field based methods, which was adopted by dock tool, Autodock, and Gold also. Scoring functions can be determined by in terms of shape and chemical complementary scores, empirical scoring, force field scoring, knowledge-based scoring, and then consensus scoring. The first one is the shape and chemical complementary scoring is based upon the hydrophobic, hydrogen bond donating, hydrogen bond accepting. This all based upon based upon those elements, your ligands, the dock score can be calculated. The next one is comes the delta. Delta G, it is denoted by delta G rotational into number of rotational bonds, where neutral H bonds and ionic interaction, aromatic interaction, lipo concentration will be included. And empirical scoring is determined for hydrogen bonding, ionic interaction, aromatic interaction, and then hydrophobic interaction. The free energy binding can be written as, which was designed by Boham and Kelby in 1996. Delta G binding is equal to delta G solvent plus delta G configuration plus delta G integration plus delta G rotational delta G rotational bar rotational translation, and delta G vibrational, which can be used to study the free energy concentration. And we can use the mechanic scoring functions also, which was determined. There is an which is including hydrogen bond, ionic interaction, lipophilic interaction, and loss of internal degree freedom of interactions can also be delta G rotational. And next comes the force field scoring. So this is based upon your non-bonding interactions, that is mainly van der Waals forces and electrostatic forces. Generally, amber force fields are used to study. Not only amber force field, you can use for OPLS or GROMACS force field, everything can be used. Next comes the knowledge-based scoring function. Free energies of molecular interactions can be used, and the protein ligand complexes can be used to determine the interactions based upon the knowledges. And last comes the binding free energy can be calculated. When comes the next comes the potential mean force. This is also used to identify the in terms of atomic pair distance. And last comes the consensus scoring. So it is based upon the multiple scoring. Combination of any scoring function can be taken and it can be determined. Once the scoring functions are determined, you can go with docking and racking accuracy. Docking accuracy can be threshold by the parameter called as RMSD, root mean square deviation. This root mean square deviation should be nearer to 0. That means that the deviation should not be more than 0 to 1. validation results. So you can see this, the all pharmacophores will be taken place and the scoring range will be taken, and the RMSD will be of 0.38 angstroms and 0.78 angstroms. So terminologies, confirmation, configuration, post, this all three terminologies are giving the same thing. Same molecule can be represented in different orientation. Two different conformations of the molecule is represented. The left-handed side will show the same molecule, and the other hand also the same molecules is represented in different format. So this is the configuration or placement. And pose is also, it is used to represent the docking molecule and docking glossary. The terminologies used here are receptor, docking, docking binding mode, pose, scoring, ranking, and everything. So with these words, introductions about your molecular docking. Thank you all.